Welcome, 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 my blogger tribe. I am back with another live stream tonight, you guys. And boy, is it going to be a good one. I can promise you it's going to be a good one. Might be a little lengthy, but it's going to be good. Nothing over like an hour and some change, I promise you. Because if anybody like me, got things to do or whatever. So let me get off into this spin off of the countdown, and then I'm gonna give the people another like 5 minutes to come in the room, and then we finna get started, baby, because we have too much to talk about to be waiting all day. And for the people who ain't came in at this point in time, within these next 5 minutes, you can catch this replay. Cause I got to keep it moving. Cause I have so much to say. So let me spin this countdown. All right, all right. Like I said, we're gonna give the people another like 5 minutes because I'm already kind of a little late starting. So I'm giving people a little 5 minutes to come into the room. And don't be shy when you come here. Make sure you hit the like button. And we're gonna get off into this content that I got for you guys today. And some other stuff. We're gonna that I gotta get off my chest since people want to play with me. Yeah. For those who are just coming in, again, I'm saying I'm giving people time to come in the room. So I said I'm just gonna give people 5 minutes, and then we're gonna get started. So use this time to grab your snacks, your wine, whatever, your popcorn, because you're gonna need it. I promise you. All right, guys. I'm back. I'm back. We're gonna go ahead and get started and get off into this content that I have for you guys. So I hope you all are doing well. Let's start there. We're gonna start on a positive note. I hope everybody is doing well and you made it safely home from work or to work, wherever you are listening to me, little old me. Um, Before I get off into what I need to say, addressing this peasant that feels like he just king shits on YouTube. I don't know who told him that, but normally nobodies are people that like him that goes this hard for clout and attention. But one thing you ain't gonna do to any, you're not gonna troll me. Let's start there. You're not going to troll me because I gets with the shit in real life. I'm not with this internet shit. I'm not finna go back and forth with nan bitch ass nigga that don't know if he want a woman or a nigga. Let's start there. Not finna be windmilling with you in my comment section and you mad because I blocked you, bitch. Cool. Be mad on your channel. But when you get the fucking with me, we finna have a problem in real life, not on the internet, bitch. Understand it. Now I won't, and I'm going to, because I want to address this peasant after I get through my first segment of my content. Because guess what? My subscribers matters most, bitch, not you. Period. And we gonna get off into who I'm talking about after my first segment. Cause really this whole coming like a mental patient. But I get with the shit with mental patients too when you coming for me. Stop playing. So anyway, let me stop. Now for all my lovely subbies, I um I came up with this video style of clip that I wanted you guys to watch. And I'm going to do my commentary based off of this. And it's addressing mental health. Because clearly, it's people out here on YouTube in real life that got mental health issues. So, we're going to get off into that first. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Okay.
We come to you tonight in gratitude that no one, of course, was hurt.
And we want to walk you through what happened. This surveillance video that we have is from our lobby. A man came to our station on Highland, wanted to tell his story. Instead, he fired a single gunshot through our front door. Thankfully, we have ballistic glass. The bullet, fired from a high-powered semi-automatic rifle, was able to penetrate. It did hit our front desk, our front reception desk, but thankfully, no one was hurt.
The man then went next door to a restaurant where he barricaded himself in a bathroom and then live streamed his rant on Facebook. Police blocked off the entire Highland Strip and helped to keep our employees safe. This is a shot from outside of our front door. Now, eventually, police were able to talk him out and then take him into custody.
Like many victims of crime in our community, we cannot help but wonder, in this case, what might have happened. After all, that ballistic glass in our front facade, designed to stop or at least slow down high-powered bullets, was installed only a few months ago. Now, our crews are safe, well, and able to bring you live team coverage of this story tonight. We begin with Fox 13's Dominique Dillon, who was on air on this very desk anchoring Fox 13 midday when the gunman came to our station. So, Dominique, what were your thoughts when you heard the gunshot?
Well, I actually didn't hear anything. I was on the newscast focused. And then during a commercial break, one of the managers came into the studio and shared with us we were on lockdown. Only on Fox 13, this camera here caught everything unfold. You can see him at our front door. He's trying to speak with the security guards at the front desk. He lifts his rifle and shoots into the inner door. The bullet hits the floor and ricochets into the front desk. Both security guards duck for cover. As you can imagine, they were shaken up, but fortunately, no one was injured. And then you can see him yanking on the door handle several times, still trying to get in, but he had no luck. Then he turns around and he tries to kick in the glass door. Once that doesn't work, he gathers his items and he takes off. Now, take a look at this. You mentioned earlier, we do have ballistic glass. The bullet was able to travel through the glass. It hit the floor, and then you can see that it ricocheted off this front desk. Once again, fortunately, no one was injured. Daryl?
That is Fox 13's Dominique Dillon. Dominique, thank you. We'll see you later in the newscast, too.
Now I'm going to pause here just to interject for a second. So, this happened here in Memphis yesterday. The man that came, he was a random man. It was not a target. He just randomly came to the news station. He wanted to be heard. And I'm going to shut up and let you guys hear why he wanted to be heard and why he did what he did.
Now, this is the street, of course, Highland, that we drive down every day as we're coming to the station. We walk along the Highland Strip to get our lunch. We never expect to see police barricade everything around us, though we are grateful that they did. We want to continue our team coverage tonight live outside with Fox 13's Dakari Turner. Dakari, you've been to many police scenes and news conferences. Of course, it is surreal to be at one for ourselves.
Surreal is the perfect word I'd use to describe this. And of course, in situations such as these, things move very quickly. That means facts change over time. New tonight, the only thing that will not change, at least right now, is that the ATF tells us exclusively at Fox 13 News that they have obtained what the Memphis Police Department says is an AR-style rifle used to shoot into our station, and they are putting a rush on that to determine exactly where the gun came from. A rush trace detection is what they call it. We spoke to the suspect's mother earlier. She says his name is Jared Nathan, that he's 25. Why all this happened? I talked earlier with someone who knows him, saying he wanted to get on TV to tell his story of being shot last year and then highlight the city's violence.
Now pause, bitch. Now, you coming to a news station to raise awareness of you being a victim, being shot, and the city's crime. Because for those who don't live in Memphis or who don't know anything about Memphis, where I'm from in my city is serious. Crime off the chain, whole nother level. Okay. So it's gotten worse to me. It was not always like this. When I was a little girl growing up here, Memphis was never this bad, y'all. It is gotten worse, a lot worse since I've been grown. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Back to the topic at hand. So he did this. He claims he did this to raise awareness for him getting shot last year. And the awareness, to raise awareness on crime. But you just committed a crime. Make it make sense. Mental health. I'm telling y'all, it's real.
I don't know whether it was an intentional firing. This was not an active shooter situation, or if it was an accidental shooting. But a round was fired into the building.
He wanted to speak to the news, to the city, to the public, to city leaders, to MPD, to CJ Davis. He wanted to speak to them about all the things that has transpired, to black men.
Indeed. So nothing official tonight as far as charges, but police have discussed a multitude of different charges they may file against him in the future. Again, nothing official, but that is what is likely coming down the pike next. Darcy, back to you in the studio.
That is Fox 13's Dakari Turner reporting for us tonight. Thank you, Dakari.
Let's take another look back at our surveillance video. We see a gray SUV dropping the suspect off right in front of our studios. He steps out. You see it's a rather odd walk, possibly the gun in hand there. We don't know who the driver of that SUV is, but we're trying to learn more about the shooter tonight.
For that, we turn to Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson. Daniel, we understand that police had the suspect's mother come to the Highland Strip to try to help talk him out of that restaurant.
Daryl and Darcy, good evening to you. Good evening to you at home. Yes, that's exactly right. For you, the viewer at home, you know the look of a concerned mother. That's the look that you will see when you look into the eyes of the mother of the alleged shooter. She says that her son had been struggling for a while now. She says recently, just 2 months ago, he had been shot 8 times, but she says really his struggle started well before that. Before we go to the video, I want to show you this. If you were watching earlier, you saw it. The gunman was held up in a restaurant. Folks, I want to give you a live look at that restaurant. You're taking a look right now at Ubi's. It's right here just off of Highland, a place that is frequented by students. We understand employees report that the gunman was held up in the restroom of this restaurant for quite a while. That restaurant at this hour is closed, but take a look at this. The mother of the alleged shooter, she identifies her son as 25-year-old Jared Nathan. She says she got the call from her daughter that her son was indeed involved in a situation here just off of Highland. She says although she didn't know this was possible, she says she knew that he had been fragile mentally for quite
Yeah, I'm just talking, and my whole time my mic was muted. Oh, Lord help me today. Okay, so I paused the video, guys, because as I was saying, I didn't realize my mic was muted. Um, if you didn't catch what he said the mother knew that he was mentally frail. And in knowing that, and you said he's been like that, why wasn't there any further steps when he was younger to take him to get help? And see, here's where I feel like it's a problem in our community, the Mennonite community, with parents or parenting. Some, I'm not gonna say everybody, but we just feel like prayer alone is enough. And I love me some God, but sometimes you have to do the work. A lot of times you have to do the work behind prayer as well. I don't agree with just praying and you still seeing that there's an issue with your child. If I notice a issue with my child in his or her younger years, I'm not gonna wait till they get grown to try to change it or try to then get them help. You have to nip stuff in the bud when kids are small. That is your, I would say, from ages 2 to 18. That is your chance to instill all you can as a parent in your child. Be the best parent that you possibly can be. Break generational curses. Do things with your kids that your parents didn't do with you. Teach them the way that they should go. So when they come up, when they become grown and grown adults, they're not trauma grown, like, how can I put it? Broken kids that turn into adults. I say it like that. It's the best way I can put it. But I'm gonna shut up and let y'all watch the video.
a while, and she says now attention turns to getting her son help. This is the mother of the alleged shooter, Marsha McKinney, in her own words.
All we can do is pray. I've been praying for my son since I had him. Now I got to do what the Lord want me to do, and I got to take care of my son. Now I got to put my foot in the trenches and do what he needs to be done.
Or at least slow down high-powered bullets was installed only a few months ago. Now, our crews are safe, well, and able to bring you live team coverage of this story tonight. We begin with Fox 13's Dominique Dillon, who was on air on this very desk anchoring Fox 13 midday when the gunman came to our station. So, Dominique, what were your thoughts when you heard the gunshot?
Well, I actually didn't hear anything. I was on the newscast focused. And then during a commercial break, one of the managers came into the studio.
I think I showed y'all that already. Okay, so let me go back. But yeah, guys, what do you guys feel about that, man? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like you should wait till a person get grown, then say you got to do the footwork. What happened to all their younger years? Why was their younger years they were so mentally fragile? What caused it? That is what I'm wanting to know. Oh, guys, I think I went back on it. Oh, geez.
And shared with.
Yeah, I think I did. Okay, so where were we, y'all? I think we were right here.
He wanted to speak to them.
Official, but that is what is likely coming down the pike next. Darcy, back to you in the studio.
That is Fox 13's Dakari Turner reporting for us tonight.
My
Thank
bad,
you, Dakari.
y'all. I had lost my spot.
Let's take another look back at our surveillance video. We see a gray SUV dropping the suspect off right in front of our studios. He steps out. You see it's a rather odd walk, possibly the gun in hand there. We don't know who the driver of that SUV is, but we're trying to learn more about the shooter tonight.
For that, we turn to Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson. Daniel, we understand that police had the suspect's mother come to the Highland Strip to try to help talk him out of that restaurant.
Daryl and Darcy, good evening to you. Good evening to you at home. Yes, that's exactly right. For you, the viewer at home, you know the look of a concerned mother. That's the look that you will see when you look into the eyes of the mother of the alleged shooter. She says that her son had been struggling for a while now. She says recently, just 2 months ago, he had been shot 8 times, but she says really his struggle started well before that. Before we go to the video, I want to show you this. If you were watching earlier, you saw it. The gunman was held up in a restaurant. Folks, I want to give you a live look at that restaurant. You're taking a look right now at Ubi's. It's right here just off of Highland, a place that is frequented by students. We understand employees report that the gunman was held up in the restroom of this restaurant for quite a while. That restaurant at this hour is closed, but take a look at this. The mother of the alleged shooter, she identifies her son as 25-year-old Jarrett Nathan. She says she got the call from her daughter that her son was indeed involved in a situation here.
All right, guys, we already seen this part too. Hold on, let me fast forward. I'm sorry, y'all. Told y'all I had forgotten and lost where my spot was. I apologize if y'all like, oh, we already seen this. I'm sorry.
Who identified himself as the father of the alleged shooter. As we bring you back out live again, you are taking a live look at the front of Ubi's, that restaurant that was involved in this incident. Now, as I mentioned, when I arrived, I saw a man who identified himself as the father of the alleged shooter. He was there with the woman who they say is the alleged shooter's stepmother. They spoke with police. Police were able to use them in a certain capacity. I will talk about that capacity coming up at 5:30. Daryl.
Well, tonight we are learning more about the suspect who shot into our station and shut down Highland for 2 hours, actually for at least 4 hours.
Now, you guys, what you guys are about to see and hear is his reasoning from his loved ones on why he did what he did.
Today, in fact.
Half the day at least. His mother told us that he's been struggling with mental health since he was a teenager. He even spent time at Lakeside Mental Health Facility, we found.
Again, I say, now you know your child been struggling with this. Where was the help, the resources? What did you put him in when he got out of Lakeside? Anybody know that's around Memphis or the surrounding areas, you know that Lakeside is the crazy house. It is. It is. And if you know your child has a mental illness to the point where he has been admitted into Lakeside, why is he? You know what? I ain't even gonna tell y'all what's about to be said, because I'm just gonna let y'all see and hear for yourselves.
Fox 13's Jack Bellew is joining us live at UB's, where police entered into a standoff with the suspect. Jack, we know that a friend of his is telling you that the suspect's actions were apparently stemming from a desire to prevent police brutality.
Yeah, we ran into a woman at 201 who says she's a friend of that suspect. She believes he came to Fox 13 in hopes of getting more information on Tyree Nichols' death.
He was talking about that a lot this weekend too. Like he kept on talking about that he felt like y'all had more footage.
The suspect's friend, who requested we only identify her as Ann, says the suspect had a difficult life and things had gotten worse over the last year. She says he was shot, driven over, and living without a permanent home, getting by just by couch surfing. She says the death of Tyree Nichols had him focused on police brutality.
Now, I'm gonna pause it here. Now, this young man, 25 years old, said or told his loved one, his friend, that he did this because he was shot, ran over with a car, didn't have a permanent resident. Tyree Nichols' death. You add all that up together, anybody would have mental health issues behind that. For one, being shot 8 times is traumatic for anybody. And to me, you get shot 8 times and you live, God had his hands on you, period. Because you have people that do not survive 1 gunshot wound or 2, let alone 8. So it's just, it's still mind-boggling to me why his mom got on this news channel and said it's time for her to do what God wants her to do. God didn't want you to look out for your son, especially if you knew he had mental health issues. And I'm not saying she a bad parent. I'm not saying none of that. But why does he not have a permanent place to stay? And he has mental health issues that you are aware of. I don't get that.
She believes his intentions in coming to Fox 13 were to get information on the Nichols case and raise awareness.
I feel like it's a living sacrifice type of thing, you know.
She says he called her immediately after he shot into the station.
He just would call me and was like, so I just shot at the news station. I just shot once to come get my gun. Because he didn't want y'all to think he was trying to hurt y'all. He just wanted to be heard.
Now she's waiting to see what will happen to her friend next. Benny Cobb, a veteran of the Shelby County Sheriff's Office and law enforcement expert, says the suspect will have a mental health screening as possible charges penned.
So this guy will be, if he's arrested or detained for mental illness, would be evaluated, taken in for evaluation. He would be talked to by the mental health professionals. And sometimes if they can't determine that the person is a danger to themselves or a danger to the public, they do let them go.
Blue Davis, an advocate for people experiencing homelessness and founder of the nonprofit Love Your Neighbor 901, says she hopes the suspect's mental state's taken into account as the case moves forward. She says mental health problems, homelessness, and jail can create a cycle that can be extremely difficult to get out of.
It really depends on, how the justice system is going to handle this. Unfortunately, sometimes it's not in their best favor. They may end up just going to jail and not getting the help that they really need and then get out in a few years, or if they make bond and then it's back to the streets, no resources offered, nothing like that.
Now, that suspect, Jared Nathan, faces charges of aggravated assault and reckless endangerment. For the latest on the case, be sure to stick to our website, fox13memphis.com, or tune in to GMM tomorrow morning. Daryl.
So before I play my second segment, you guys, I just wanted to take it back to um the last video. Now, on to address, since we're on the topic of mental health, and I really, really hope and pray that young man gets the help he needs, whether he's in jail or wherever, because it's some healing he needs. But while we're on the topic of mental health, this peasant, I ain't even gonna say the nigga name because you would never, ever, ever, ever get any more free promo on my page. And that's on God. Never, nigga, never, never. Cause I don't need to say your name to be on my channel. None of that is growing. God gave me, period. I don't care if I get 2 views a day. Guess what? There's 2 more than I had yesterday. But I would never, ever, ever say your name on here no more. So, the peasant that I did my commentary on last week got in his fifis because I blocked the bitch. Now, let me tell you why I blocked the bitch. So, I did my commentary video on him last week with Whack 100, going at Whack 100 and everybody the fuck else on YouTube. So, in doing that, of course, he comes in my comment section being disrespectful, trying to troll, trying to gaslight me. And as I stated before, earlier in this live, before I started with my first segment, I'm not windmilling with no bitch ass nigga, bro. I'm not. I'm not finna do this internet shit with no whack ass nigga that can't even. You know what? I'm gonna leave it there, cause boy, I almost said so. But I'm just not gonna do it, y'all. I'm not gonna do it. So he got mad because I blocked him. Now I blocked him from commenting under my stuff because you're not gonna troll my subscribers. You're not gonna troll the people who are subscribed to me. I don't go on your channel disrespecting your delusional ass subscribers, moderators, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I don't do that. I let people have their own opinion. Now, before I even did my commentary on the bitch ass nigga, I strictly said anybody can feel how they want to feel about the nigga. I don't know the nigga to not hate him. I mean, to hate him. My bad. To hate the nigga. I don't know you to hate you. But don't get that nice shit twisted, my nigga. I can get with the shit. And I just really want you to know that. I get with the shit in real life, bitch, not on the internet. We're not doing this internet shit. Where I'm from, we don't do internet shit. We about action. So, with you copywriting my last live stream because I was getting views on it, bitch, I still got the views. With your lame ass, I still got the views. You ain't heard shit. So if you did that because you thought you was hurting me, jokes on you, boo. Because you did. But just know, I would never say your whack ass name on my platform ever again. Cause you a delusional ass bitch. You really is. And I don't give a fuck who gonna run back and show him this live. I don't give a fuck. Cause you come for me again, we're gonna have a real issue. Understand it. Understand it. Now you try to be, it's crazy how you try to be the nice person, you try to be the bigger person, you try to be on that mature shit because that's what I was doing when he was running off at the mouth in my comment section. I just was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. Not you mad because I don't agree. Not you mad. Not you pressed because I don't agree with you. And your bullshit ass antics that you try to pull on YouTube with beefing with everybody in their mama because they got more subscribers than you. Now, granted, I do not. I'm a small channel and I'm growing and I'm proud of it. And ain't now nigga gonna make me feel bad because I got 582 subscribers. Cause get what? Cause get what? By this time next year, I'm up. Or before the year out, I'm gonna be up. And I'm claiming it. I know that. It's not me just saying something. You gonna see. So I don't need you for shit. I don't need your name for shit. Nigga, I didn't never, the goal was never for me to interview you, ho. You was never that important for me to interview you. You really a fucking clown, to be honest with you. Because you claim you got a life. You claim you just this big Hollywood star that everybody the fuck know, but I don't know who the fuck know you. Let's start with your name, because I ain't hear about your ass till you came to YouTube. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. And according to WAC 100, you just a lame ass nigga that was on Clubhouse. They got ran the fuck off of Clubhouse. Let's start there. So, with you copywriting my channel, copy strike, giving me a copyright claim, whatever fuck you want to call it. It's cool, poo. But understand, you come for me again, this gonna go a whole nother way, sir. Understand it. Cause I don't know who you think you be scared or who you think you be putting fear, cause you don't know nigga putting no fear in my heart. Let's start there. No bitch either. So I hate to be that person because I have grown so much, man. I have grown so much. And God has really worked on me from my past behaviors. But please, please don't poke the fucking bear. Don't get mad because I blocked you, bitch. You don't have you're too fucking entitled, sir. You ain't getting no clout over here. You're not. So if I blocked you, it's for a reason, bitch. It's because you was disrespectful, ho. And you ain't gonna do that. Not in my comment section, not on my live, not on my platform, not on none of that. Cause I gets with the shit too. And you don't want me to get with the shit. You just really don't want that. Cause I could be the pettiest bitch in America. Understand me. So that's a fair warning for your motherfucking ass. Don't play with me no more. And that ain't no threat, nigga. That's a promise. I'm with all the shit. Moving on. Anyway, in other news, because I'm not finna spend my life talking about no nigga that don't even wipe his motherfucking Molly ass shades before he get on live. We not finna spend our whole life talking about a dusty ass nigga. We not doing it. Not Mr. Airbnb. We not doing it. Moving on. So, in my second segment, guys, for tonight, we're going to be talking about Mr. Tucker Carlson. So, in recent news, Tucker recently did an interview and he was saying about, he was basically voicing his opinion on why he was let go from Fox, why Fox let him go. And he didn't say the exact reason. Well, he kind of did. Well, you have to read between the lines of what he's saying. He kind of did let y'all know, but that was the exact thing that he said that got him fired. He did not say that, but what he's saying, he made a metaphor. And so I think it's really interesting. You guys want to see that. Let me go ahead and pull it up for you real quick. All righty, let's go.
Tonight and say, I think the earth is flat, people just laugh at you. They don't care if you think the earth is flat. It's not a threat to anyone. But if you say, like, what actually happened with Building 7? Like, that is weird, right? It doesn't, like, what is that?
Right.
If you were to say something like that on television, they'd flip out. They would flip out. Should you, like, lose your job over that? Why? It's my country.
Right.
Is it an attack on my country? Can I ask you, like, I don't really understand. Do buildings actually collapse? No, maybe they do. I don't know. But, like, why can't I ask questions about that? Anything you're not allowed to ask questions about is something you should be asking more questions about. As far as I'm concerned.
Want to hear another conspiracy theory that you probably don't know? It's going to blow your mind.
All right. So, before we get off into that, I just want to do a little monologue real quick. Now, if you guys didn't catch what he said if you ask about Building 7, you will on national TV, you will lose your job. Now, that's not what he said to get fired. But what he's telling you is, if you read between the lines, something that he said on a previous show, on a previous episode of his show, was detrimental to his career with Fox. Now, like he said, if I'm asking a question about something that happened in my country, why isn't there an answer? Why is there a problem that I'm even asking that question? Now, if you don't know about the 9/11 conspiracy, I'm not going to get into all of that with you, but I will leave you with a bit of information that I feel like you should go do your own research on. I dare you to Google what happened to Building 6 and 7 in 9/11. And you come back in the comment section and you tell me what you find. Because I know what happened. But I want you to tell me what you think happened. So, moving on, we're gonna watch a TikTok that I found. And this is also concerning the 9/11 conspiracy. I'm gonna let you guys watch.
Let's do it. Before 9/11, the day before the attacks, Rumsfeld gave a press conference where he talked about trillions of dollars missing. The day, then a plane slams into the very part of the building where they were doing the accounting. Blows up half the fucking building in the Pentagon. Blows up a wall. Donald Rumsfeld was on, where was it, the White House lawn? Listen to this.
This is like 10 minutes, but it's at the Pentagon. This is on C-SPAN. You can look it up right now.
We got to get to the quote where he says,
He mentions $2.3 trillion in mystery.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see.
What it already spends. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
2.3.
Okay, now, again, somebody told you that literally, like, right before 9/11 happened, they said they couldn't track $2.3 trillion. You go, no, that didn't happen. That did not happen, but it did happen.
What the fuck?
Yeah, think about what you saw when you saw that Vice movie, where Dick Cheney, who was the CEO of Halliburton, becomes a vice president and gets billions of dollars in no-bid contracts. Now think about what we just saw with Donald Rumsfeld saying they couldn't find $2.3 trillion. Huh?
Now how the hell you lose $2.3 million like it's $20? Make it make sense. And then where they was investigating where the 2.3 trillion had gone to, 9/11 happened. Why do you think that is? Things that make you go, I urge you, if you're not up on this situation already, to go Google again what happened to Building 6 and Building 7 in a 9/11, and Google what a no bid contract is. Moving on.
Wait, what? I don't know. Seems like we should have had it. So like, we'll keep looking. Oh no, the spot where we looked just blew up.
Oh my god. What the?
I want you to hear it from the beginning. So that was something, guys. Seriously. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I urge you to go look into those things because I'm not going to spend too much time getting off into them. Like I said, I wish I could. I wish I had more time, but I kind of got some other things I have to do. So I'm trying to speed through this, guys. But hit me in the comment section below and let me know what you think about what you just heard. Both topics. The young man, Nathan, that's 25, with his mental health issues. What do you think about that? What do you feel about that? And what do you think about this 9/11 conspiracy? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Now, with the next segment, this commentary that you are about to hear is very informational, you guys. And I urge you to please listen to what is being said and prepare. Don't just listen, but listen and prepare. Now, this content is coming from Miss Governance. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of her. If you haven't, her channel name is A Walk with the Ancestors, Miss Dean. I have been a faithful sub of hers for some years now. Really, I found out about her through Mo 3's passing. That's when I first started watching her, and I've been watching her ever since. And when I tell you that lady is powerful, that lady is powerful for real. Like, that's why when Jag tried her, I was like, no, anybody but her. Anybody but her. Because that lady there, she ain't to be played with. I would never. It's just certain things you don't do. And baby, that lady, she was one of them. So, with that being said, I love me some Miss Dean. She is amazing to me. Her commentary be on point. And yeah, that's all I can say. Y'all need to go subscribe. Go subscribe to her ASAP. Because this information that I'm about to share with you guys is because of her. I wouldn't know any of this if it was not for her and her wonderful channel. Again, it is The Walk with the Ancestors, Miss Dean. That's the name of her channel. It's also going to be posted on the video, guys, as it play. But I urge you to please listen to what's going to be said and prepare your families.
I've worked with military for 26 years, and we have been working, I guess, probably the last 8 years on child trafficking and gun trafficking and human trafficking and what have you. And I had a dream about that stuff last night. It was very scary. Well, Bank of America and Wells Fargo and Deutsche Bank are the three largest banks, I guess you could say, in the world.
And throughout this video, you guys, you're going to hear her speaking as well, and giving her opinions on what you guys are hearing right now.
Bank of America also as well. And if you've been
This is military personnel speaking.
But I know Bank of America and Wells Fargo, I've been seeing in the news about money issues. Bank of America's been taking people's money, and Wells Fargo, I believe, was doing the same thing or doing something. I think it was something about discrimination. Yeah, Bank of America actually had customers in the lobby with Bank of America showing them that they have a balance and they want to take money out. Bank of America won't give it to them. And the reason that is because military is in the process of they're going to capture all of their assets. I mean that thing that got signed into law 3 or 4 years ago that if you're caught drug trafficking, human trafficking, or something else, not gun trafficking, that all your assets immediately get seized. And so the reason why they're not allowing customers to take money out is because they're in the process of being seized. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So if you know anybody that deals with Wells Fargo or Bank of America, just politely, suggest anybody else except them. I have been told that all the banks are coming down, and the only banks that will still be good are credit unions because they're privately owned. I have one. Yep, I have a Navy fan. I do too. That one. That's good. I went to Vistar, and so that's what I did. So yeah, just kind of protect yourself. Because we're in the process, we're going to switch over from the dollar that you see now. Mm-hmm. That's going to go away. And I'm kind of nervous about that because it's a little bit more control over that, isn't there? Well, no. When you look at these digital currencies, which Washington is trying to push out right now, we're not going to allow that to go through. The reason they want that to go through is because then they have complete control over your money. Mm-hmm. And so if they see you at a parent-teacher conference and you're talking out about something that you don't agree with they're doing or at some type of political rally or whatever, exactly, then they just hit a button and you get them more money. No matter how much money you get. Yeah. I mean, you have the bank. You don't get any of it because you're not playing along with their rules. So what we did in 2018 was we printed new money. It's a rainbow currency, and it's actually gold-backed. So we're going to end up switching the dollar that you see out now for the rainbow currency. And I just spoke to some bank tellers a week and a half ago, and they actually physically got the money in now, and they were oohing and ahhing about how pretty it is. And so just by that, it goes from military intel to reality, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you can talk about that all you want. Yeah, I do have a question about that because I did see something on the social media about the dollar. They're going to run out of money, currency, by June 1st. Right. But they're making it seem like there's going to be no money, so it's causing, oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, no. Your money will be switched out one for one. So if you got $1,000 in the bank, you'll still have $1,000. The only difference is right now our money is backed by nothing, not even a promise. This money will actually be backed by gold. So say you have $1,000 in the bank, you can actually go into the bank and ask for $1,000 worth of gold. It's worth the same amount as what $1,000 worth of gold will be. So your money is protected. That's how it was up until the 70s when Nixon took us off of that gold exchange. But right now we're in the process of, we've been arresting people for 4 years now. And
again, he's quote unquote military personnel.
Year, 8 months, it's really like going nuclear. We're arresting people just by the hordes. And it's the left, it's the right, it's the Democrats, it's the Republicans, it's the conservatives, it's the liberals. There's bad seeds. I know, yep. I've been on it all for the last, since 2020. I've been really on it. Awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, we're. And now they're trying to raise the voting to 21 because they feel like the millennials are going to just well because they're not falling for it. So that's what they're scared of. Right, exactly. You can only fool somebody so many times before even the dumb dogs go, okay, something doesn't seem right. And everybody got mad when Trump was in office because he was put there by the military, and so he was a Republican by name, but he was taking down the bad Democrats and the bad Republicans. And as a business, and they didn't like that. Right. He was taking away their little money supplies. He was taking away all their crookedness that they had. And that's why the news media hated him and part of the FBI hated him because they were all complicit into the same thing. So he was shutting them all down. Well, that's why one day he's racist, one day he's homophobic, one day.
So if anybody want to know where this commentary is coming from, again, I urge you to go follow A Walk with the Ancestors, Miss Dean. That is where this commentary is coming from. I showed it in my last slide. I should have did a full clip so you guys could know what her channel name is, but it's Governess. Her channel name is not Governess. That's her name. That's what she goes by. But her channel name is A Walk with the Ancestors, Miss Dean. Follow her ASAP. Go subscribe. Tell her any Caleb vlogger sent you.
He's a traitor. One day he's a white trader. One day they're just throwing everything they can at the wall to make it stick, and nothing stuck. So what we had to do was the military. What we had to do was we had the difference between you and I talking about robbing a bank, and then you and I actually hopping in the car and going to rob the bank. So we had to let them physically rob the bank. In all actuality, Washington, D.C. since...
Now I'm going to pause it. I want to pause it for just a second because it's still like this is 16 minutes long, 16 minutes and 31 seconds long. Now, I know y'all seeing it. This is what the fuck I kept trying to tell everybody in the world reading the other day about Trump, that he has his own motherfucking agenda. Now, this guy, he's military, but he's pushing this, and you're going to hear the way he's saying it. It's like, y'all need to follow suit with Trump. He is going to be advocating for Trump because Trump has his own agenda. I told you that there are so many different agendas on the table. But as much as he's telling, you have to understand he is still leaving out a whole bunch of shit.
Now, here's where I interject, and I agree with her wholeheartedly. You could tell by how the man is carefully choosing his words, how he's wording the sentences he's saying that's coming out his mouth to this young lady. He is very much so holding back a lot of info to be just spewing this out.
Like, it is a lot that obviously he is also not saying. You know what I mean? So I want y'all to just continue to take note. Like she said, this is big T. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, he just started randomly running this shit out. That means he wanted the Melanite community to hear and know this shit. But why? It's an agenda.
Again, things that make you go, Now, again, this is supposed to be a quote unquote military personnel man. Somebody that's on the inside. Again, what's your agenda behind telling this young lady this information? I have to completely agree with her on it. Things that make you go,
Don't quote me on that. I may be wrong. Is not even sovereign land anymore. That's why there's a fence around it. So it's not. It's like if you know how the Vatican is within it, it's like its own country within a country. That's how DC is, and that's why everything you see coming out of DC right now is full of baloney. If you've got any friends in DC or around DC, call them up and say, look, what's it like in Washington DC? It is a literal ghost town. There are weeds growing in the FBI building. There are weeds growing in the DOJ building and the Treasury. The buildings are empty. They're boarded up. 5 o'clock traffic. There's like 4 people on.
Now, I'm going to pause here. Anybody that lives in Washington, D.C. or around D.C., is this true? Is this true? Does it look like a ghost town in Washington, D.C. besides tourists? Well, as far as the government buildings, because that's what he was saying. Let me clear that up. He was saying the government buildings are looking abandoned in D.C. because they have moved a lot of government officials and offices to Atlanta and Colorado Springs. Is that true? Let me know in the comment section below.
The street, and those are tourists. It's empty because we did what they call a continuity of government. We actually moved the seats of government to Atlanta and Colorado Springs, California, not Colorado. And so that's why you're seeing this upheaval right now with them trying to get us all upset about this or that. So I didn't mean to keep you on
like always. No, you're fine. Yeah. I feel like I needed to hear this because there was more information I need to know as far as my research.
Well, good. But just keep in mind, we are at that precipice. We have been given all the green lights except for one. And if you ever think about it, it's like if Trump was a car, okay? When he was president, he was a car, and it was the military generals, the good military generals, that was driving it. So he was the face. He was the loud mouth. He was the one that was pissing off God and creation, and he was the one telling all of these people, we got you. You're in trouble. We got you. We caught you. We caught you stealing. We caught you doing this. Caught you doing it. And of course, it made everybody. There's 4 people that own all the world's newspapers, and all 4 people are bad. So, say for instance, your mom. Say your mom owns the local newspaper, and me and you were in your hometown. We went robbed the bank. Do you really think she knew about it? And you really think she was going to write an article saying how me and you just robbed the bank? No. She's going to be pointing the fingers at everybody else, and that's what they're doing now on a worldwide scale. But just keep in mind, the next thing we're looking at is a scare event. It's going to be a nuclear scare event. In other words, it's going to get tense. Will America go into World War III or not? Will we have a nuclear bomb dropped on it?
Now, did you all just hear what that man just said? It's supposed to be a nuclear scare attack. I'm going to keep playing.
So not, and I'll just let you know ahead of time, we won't. This is just, we have to have things to wake the people up. People that just normally get up, go to work, come home, play with their kids, eat dinner, go to bed. They don't live on CNN, they don't live on Fox, they don't live on the newspaper, they don't live on the internet. Just normal, everyday, average working people. We have to wake them up. And the easiest way to do it is through their wallet, hence the higher gas prices, the higher eggs, and all that other thing. That's waking people up. And for the ones that are left, we've got to have some type of emergency that really gets everybody's attention. But after that.
Now, if you pay attention to what he just said, he's telling you they have to set the stage. False flags have to occur, whether it's for the good or whether it's for the bad. But they do this to get people's attention for whatever agenda that they're trying to set. It's like they setting the stage for a play. And we're the people that's coming to watch the play. and don't know nothing about what's going on. That's what they think. That's how they think. We're dumb. We're too consumed with life and paying bills and twerking and buying bottles, having the nicest cars to understand what is going on in the world around us. But they are so wrong. It's so many people who are waking up because of TikTok. It's not even funny. TikTok, YouTube, social media is, I mean, it's powerful. It could be used for good, it could be used for evil. But I'm gonna keep letting this play.
And once all of this is over with, uh, you will not be working hand to mouth anymore. You will not be out of money 3 days after you got paid because it all went to bills. Everybody will have more than enough money. When Trump said that he is giving America back to the Americans, that
More than enough of the rainbow currency that he was just talking about. And of all things, why would they make it a rainbow currency? Again, things that make you go,
of the literal sense. And right now we have more gold than there is a number for. And so we've already got it set up to where us, our family, any of our family is still alive, our grandparents, our kids, everybody will be getting monthly payments.
I'm going to pause it. Okay, motherfuckers. Now, in the world reading, beach, in the world motherfucking reading, what did I tell you? I said Trump's agenda is trying to figure out how to use your money. You remember when I said that shit? Oh my fucking goodness. You have to remember what the fuck was said in this world reading, bitch. I told y'all.
And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This lady be on point. Miss Governess, she be on point. I know a lot of people might be skeptical about um the whole tarot card thing, psychic thing, but you have to accept that in this life, God plays special gifts with special people, and they're able to see things that everybody else is not. They're able to feel things that the average person don't feel. They're able to hear. They have the ear to hear spirits. And she be hitting the nail on the head every time. I kid you not. If you think I'm lying, go back and binge watch Miss Governess videos. I dare you.
Now, listen to what the fuck he is saying, bro. This shit is mind blowing to me.
It's not welfare, it's not slave system. It's America paying back people for all of the repossessions, for all the
Making it sound good to you.
The original Constitution was never set up like
so you can agree to that shit.
The bad guys ended up twisting it into what it is now.
Yep.
And so
Like always,
we're going,
and now.
yes, yes. And we're going to all be on a level playing field, and your kids will be okay, grandkids will be okay, and one day, we'll be able to actually pass away and not have to worry about the future that our kids and grandkids will have to go through. So a lot of things are being done. If you don't, there's a website that a few people in the military use. It's actually ran by 2 Navy SEALs. It's called Real Raw News. And if you go to realrawnews.com, it'll give you updates on all of the arrest tribunals. And if you click on the tribunal, it'll give you actual transcripts from the military tribunal. We just hung Liz Cheney the other day. We hung Lori Lightfoot, who was the mayor in Chicago.
What the heck? I'm sorry.
Now here's at this point where it got a little sketchy for me. I don't know why, because I'm like, does this man just say they executed these people? So you mean to tell me the people we see are clones? Now don't get me wrong. I always knew cloning was a thing. But you mean to tell me Lori Lightfoot got a clone? As if one of her wasn't enough. Jesus be offense.
Pause. He's giving you the news thing to look up. We did look it up. It is a real website. You can go on there and really look. I can try to post it, but listen, if you don't remember in the another different world reading where I told y'all about Lori Lightfoot, anybody remember that shit? I'm sure this motherfucking man do not watch Quatita Dean. You hear me? I'm sure he does not watch me, bitch. He is validating some shit that was said. I told y'all about Lori Lightfoot, bitch. Okay, let me press play.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's gone. Oh my goodness. Liz Cheney's gone. We've hung or executed just hundreds of people. Michelle and Barack Obama were both executed 3 years ago. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yep, I didn't know about that. I know about Bush. Yeah, Biden's gone. Yep.
Pause. Executed. In my soldier boy voice. Executed. Y'all. I don't know what to say about that one. I don't know what to say. So I'm just gonna shut up and let the video get finished playing because it's almost time for me to wrap this up, y'all.
Yes, I know. Look, I've been all this. I know there's like 3 Trumps. I know all of it.
Yeah. And the easiest way to tell which one.
I do give gratitude.
Absolutely. The easiest way to tell which one you're looking at. Absolutely. Boy, you're on top of it.
Yes, I mean, this is confirmation and gratitude. I know this is business, but I do appreciate this. I feel like it was meant for me to hear it.
Well,
even though I'm at work.
Me to tell you. That's all right. That's all right. Well, just as long as you and your family are safe and y'all are taken care of, at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Hold on, pause. As long as you and your family are safe and y'all are taken care of, since when do genomes give a fuck that a melanite family is good, safe, and taken care of?
Now, that's a real question. I'll pause it there because that's a real question, y'all. Things that make you go,
Yes, she said 3 Trumps. I told you that in the world reading. There's more than just the 2 Trumps that everybody keeps seeing. They keep saying, oh, there's 2 clones, there's 2 Trumps. There's more than that.
I have questions. Does anybody else have questions like I have questions? I have questions about that. I just do with this cloning situation. What are they for? Look, don't clone me. Okay? Don't clone me. I don't need one. All right? Don't clone me. Just let me be. When I go on to glory, I just gonna go on to glory. Like, don't clone me. I just feel like that is so weird. Moving on.
They've never given a fuck. Never given a fuck, for real. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm just one foot ahead. So that's what I've been doing. I've been preparing for everything. I have a bag just in case a bug out bag, just in case anything happens. Me and my family will just
Oh, good.
because you never know now. But you did give me some type of
Now I'm gonna pause here, guys. That is very important, and that's what I wanted you guys to hear. It's a little bit more left to play, but I'm kind of pressed for time right now. So I just want to tell you guys, please prepare. Like, this is serious. Something is about to happen. And here you have this man saying this is going to happen. But even if what he's saying doesn't happen, I just been having this feeling, guys, and I'm not lying, like I'm not bullshitting. I was telling my husband this morning, I was telling my best friend, I've been having this feeling like for 2 days, like this really gut wrenching intuition that this is something that I need to tell the masses. This is something that I need to tell anybody that will listen. especially people that I love and care about. You got to get ready. You got to get ready. So if something pop off, you straight. It's better than to be prepared than not. You don't want to get caught lacking at the last minute and then you try to figure out how you and your family gonna be safe, where to go, what to do. You don't know A from B. That's not gonna be me and mine. If I can help it, my household, it's not gonna be me and mine. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. And that is why that's part of the reason why I named this live tonight. Get Real Thursdays live stream, because this is real stuff. This is everything that I have discussed with you guys from segment 1 to now is real things. Not that low vibrational ass bullshit, not that trolling ass shit like that you've been seeing on YouTube. This is real stuff that you guys need to be aware of in this world and what's going on. Shit like this is why I'm not finna beef with no confused ass, delusional ass nigga. It's too much more. It's so much more in the world that's going on than for me to put my energy and my negativity into a motherfucker that I probably would never see, that hides behind the internet, an internet troll. But things like this is what we need to hear about, and it needs to be broadcast more. So the mess can wake up, guys, for real, because time winding down. Time winding down. Seriously, it's winding down. And you can tell. So I'm not going to get too deep off into that, but I just wanted my subbies to know that I love you guys. I love you to life. And I just want y'all to be prepared for whatever. Even if nothing never happens, at least you can say, hey, well, I was prepared for whatever. If you ain't got that pow, go get you one. I ain't going nowhere without it. Period. Because you just never know. So with that being said, again, guys, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you for watching me and taking the time to really stick with me through these segments, through the technical difficulties, through my stuttering, because I had so much in my brain that I was trying to let come out of my mouth at the same time, and it just wasn't working for a little minute. I was a little discombobulated because I had so much. I'm thinking about what I got to do after this, and just that's why it's important for me to quiet my mind before I do things like this. But with each Thursday that passed, guys, I promise you I'm gonna have this stuff down pack. I am new to StreamYard again. This is like my second time using this. So I'm getting used to it and I like it. I like how it works and everything. And if you did not catch me live, please, please, please hit the like button when you watch it. If this is content that you like, give me that thumbs up, as it helps me with YouTube algorithm and to push my videos out there. You guys continue to support me and my journey. And for those who are new here, I apologize if this is like a negative light that you have seen me in because of what I said during this live, but I just felt like it needed to get out because I hate when people come for me and I ain't sinful. Nothing irks me more than a delusional motherfucker coming for me, and I don't know you from a can of paint. So, after this live, bitch, you will never be a topic again. Ever. I said this so you can quit fucking playing with me. Because this ain't that. But we ain't even finna get off into that low vibrational ass shit again. We just gonna leave that where it's at. And with that being said, you guys, I love you to life once again. Thank you so much for taking time out to watch me And please like, comment, and subscribe. And check out my other videos while you're here as well. If you like this content, I'm sure you'll like the other videos that I've posted. And until next time, guys, I will see you all next Thursday to be exact. Same time, same place, and in your face. All right, guys. Good night. You guys have a good night.